tried with your best smile. Didn't move me just once. I guess something's gotta give. Remedies used to work, but never hurt. If I had just one more wish, good time to see used to say. Good conversation doesn't go like it used to say. Made me love like we used to, made me forget to sleep. Play piano at bedtime, sing it in Portuguese. Love just like we used to, no more pulling the sheets. Right with no destination, before I had to say please.
Celtics is sold out and noisy inside here in Boston. You got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Boston Celtics. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Here's Williams. Good D by Drummond.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
And you can tell Brown has a mind for the game. Calls the pick and roll and works it to perfection.
Now here is Harris. Here's Irving. Here's Drummond. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Shot clock at 5. Shot's good by Williams.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Simmons taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Brown. After the basket by Brooklyn. For the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Pass to Drummond. And Boston with the rebound. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Joe foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Tatum.
You know, with how good Tatum is driving it, I think it's a smart play by Jason to take that shot because the defense is giving him room to do so.
Knocked loose. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brown. To the middle. Here's Williams. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Drummond. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Smart. And Simmons gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Drummond. Simmons left side. Outside, KD. On the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Drummond.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Now here's Brown. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now Durant. Down low. Here's Simmons. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
Nice defense that time by Drummond, and a movable object with great length.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Brown feeling out a bit. To the inside. Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Inside. Out to Harris. Takes a 3. Horford with the rebound. Celtics trailed by 6. To the paint. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that can really handle the ball in my day. Now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
And it's Drummond missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford. He's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy. Great vision in the post or at the top of the key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Irving attacking. Here's Drummond. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Assist.
Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, a little contact will not deter Drummond. I mean, he gets physical right back and finishes strong.
And stolen by Simmons. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside, Horford. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Tatum. From outside the arc. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets leading by 6. Here's Irving. Durant wide open. He fires.
Kevin
Drains it from beyond the arc.
3.
KD's got 5 now.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range. That's the second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, turnover. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
To Drummond. Now here's Irving. Guarded by Smart. Durant up top. And here is Drummond. Simmons on the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Celtic ball.
Tatum on the wing. Pass to Williams. Sweet move. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. when he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Drummond trying to get himself free. Irving, good. Irving's got the lead back up to 9 now with the Nets. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Drains the three-pointer. He has 5.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think, is what makes him so deadly.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts for the game.
And when you got a 15 percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Well, you got to be careful when Horford's around, because this guy is very good defensively.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nets leading by 8. And it's Simmons penetrating. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooting.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
To the middle. Here's Drummond. Williams with the block. And that one's good. Drummond.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's his third personal foul.
On defense, the Nets. Pass to Horford. 5 on the clock. And they double up Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
When Harris gives you this type of energy on defense, that's a huge bonus. Boy, fighting to keep that play alive, beautiful tip in there.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Simmons.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
That's his first.
Well, Tatum is everything you want in a star. I mean, he's a talented player, surely. But more importantly, I think, is he's humble and hungry, and he's deeply invested in the team's success.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Nets lead by 6.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Shoot from the right block. Williams gets the bucket. 14 points for Williams.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Claxton. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Wow, here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Simmons penetrating. Count the basket. And it's an 8-point Nets lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah,
He is a budding prospect. I like whenever Williams shows that determination on offense, and it looks like he wants to just take over.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons.
Foul.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 was put him in a rough, tough spot.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Williams with the block. Outside, Smart. Right side, Tatum. Pulls up. Back to Horford. Here's the drive. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
Nothing like composure, and Al Horford has a lot of it, especially when he's fighting the shot clock.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got
And here's Irving to the inside. Here's Claxton. The 3 from KD. Buries it from 3-point range. KD's got 10 points.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And stolen by Harris. Claxton with the bucket.
Nicholas Claxton.
Claxton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Here's Tatum. And count it from 19 feet away. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Down low. 1 second left. And it's good on the layup. 6 points for him.
You know, you look at Durant, I don't think he gets enough credit for his passing. He's excellent at getting the rock to his guys.
And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this.
The Nets call.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timeout called, the Nets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and their coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Williams. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Celtics trail by 9. It's Brown on the wing. Over Harris. Brown outside. Pass to Williams. Outside, Horford. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Horford's three-point shooting has really developed. Been an impressive journey for him. He understands the value of being a big guy that can spread the floor by making threes.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
Irving drives in. That's tipped. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
Here's Drummond. It's tipped. In the corner, Tatum with it. And stolen by Drummond. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Got a piece of it. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Timeout.
Get up on your feet. Make some noise. Who wants a t-shirt?
Stolen. Here's Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation. The big fella bouncing to the rack.
Brooklyn leading by 4. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Brown outside. Pass to Cornette. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Really a good decision turning to Drummond in this spot. Needing a big basket, and he goes and gets it.
Brown outside. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And Brooklyn turns it over again.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. Tatum on the wing to take the lead. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Drummond. Here's Cornette. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And after all that time, finally they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock. They can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing.
And Drummond throws it down.
They've gone out of their way to involve Drummond in this offense, and I think that's really kept him engaged.
Brown outside. .109 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Pass to Cornette. Got it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Harris. Nets passing it around. Here's Simmons. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Shot from 16. Can't cash in. And so it's Brooklyn who's straight.
Escaping from my way out, freedom like Frederick Douglass. I'm living good like Uncle Finna. Send me like his brother, got some real. Quarter my family, they like my brothers. We like brothers from another mother. We act out, we crack jokes like we ain't living color. Now it's Netflix to chill with her, no blockbuster. She kinda stuck up, so I'ma kick out then dub her. I'm not trying to shit my middies, there's no last supper. I've been through the struggle, still in the gutter. I'm a go-getter, yeah, I'm a go-hustler. Jump from place to place like I'm a free runner. Don't play with me like I'm stupid, don't play me like a season. You could call me light flash before my eyes, no thunder. Wake up to these roaches on my bed, right? Wake up to these roaches in the fray. On the lane night. Wake up to no food in the crib. Mama had to work, right? To get what she needed for a kid. I gotta think I'm getting on the deadline and doing the she did. I know you try to do it all for me. I know you try. Yeah, I know you try to do this all for me. Don't f with nobody. I treat them more like some outcasts. Everything have a price, even without a price tag. The word f me over once they had a. So people forget where they came from. They too high class. Now that I'm doing good, try to kiss mine. Started with plastic cups. Now I'm sipping on. My path is just like my future, I bypass. I'm driving on my lane while these try to hijack. I hope that don't go over your heads. Don't let these women get to my head. Doing special stuff, I write it instead. I go crazy in the booth like a possessed. I really sleeping on a better wake up from bed. Mama told me I'ma make it. Mama told me just be patient. I told mom I'ma change. I told her I'm striving for greatness. I told her we gon' reach the top. No more living in the basement. No more public transportation. No more job applications. No more.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Here's Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson down low. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Brooks. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
To the middle. Pass to Irving. Back to Simmons. And he buries his first look. And Grant, these teams both stacked in the front court.
Stacked indeed, B.A. The versatility demanded in today's game, revolutionizing those positions. Now, it's not enough to just control the paint. You've got to do more.
Now here's Adams. Some solid defense from Drummond.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Irving. Simmons with it. The rebound by Jackson. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Brooks outside. And again, Memphis no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Now here's Curry. The three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Adams. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Durant. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Pass to Drummond. Right side Durant. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Durant's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. Tries to snap the cold streak. And another miss by Memphis.
Good shot, gone bad. Got to finish there.
Well, Grant, at this point in his career, I think it's safe to say Andre Drummond will go down as one of the game's premier rebounders.
Yeah, you just don't call him a specialist because there's a lot more to Drummond's game than just rebounding. Rim protection, points in the paint. He does just about everything you want in a big man. When he's on the floor, he lightens the load on every other member of their front court.
You know, just like his brother, Seth Curry shoots with tremendous range and remarkable efficiency. And the old man wasn't too bad in those categories either. Odell could put it in the hole from deep with a high rate of efficiency, too.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Hey, and both Curry brothers averaging well over 40% from 3.
How about this, B.A.? Seth has actually been a tick more accurate than Steph. And, of course, their dad, Dale Curry, was a tremendous marksman in his own right. This is a talented fam, no doubt.
To the inside. Here's Simmons. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Anderson. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
One other thing we've seen them execute to this point is good ball movement to set up those easy scoring chances. Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Now Irving. On the wing, Curry. Beyond the arc. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Curry's got 5 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
And Simmons is extremely versatile and effective two-way player, guys, who can hurt you on both ends.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now here's Irving. And here's Curry for three. The offensive rebound. Three-pointer. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Now here's Irving to the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Anderson. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here's Simmons. That one falls. Coming off a Drummond feed from Drummond. Simmons has got 9.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. For 3. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And he's one of those stat sheet stuffers. Kyle Anderson at 6'9" gives you rebounding, playmaking, ran a little bit of everything.
I mean, the combination of size with skill is what makes him special. And his wingspan helps him impact the game in so many ways.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who've made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Stolen by Anderson. And now the Grizzlies on the run.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. And they'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And every team looking for bigs who can stretch the floor, Clark. If you were playing today, what kind of three-point shooter you think you'd be?
Well, I wasn't that great back in my career because it wasn't a shot that many teams used a lot, but I would have worked on it to become proficient at it. So I think I would have been a 40% three-point shooter, 35 to 40% given time to work on it, BA. You adapt to the times, and I was actually already starting to work on my three-point game before my injuries took me out of the league.
We've watched Morant get so good at this, instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's Aldridge. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Memphis trailing here. Down low. Here's Jackson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter. Outside for Irving. Right side Simmons. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Durant with the block.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Timeout, Memphis. Memphis calls timeout. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
1:07 left in the second. Inside. Here's Jackson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside Durant. To stop the run. Here's Claxton. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Jones with the ball. Over to the wing. On the wing, Brooks. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Kicks it out to Aldridge. Pass to Dragic. Now here's Mills. Defended by Jackson. Back to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. To the paint. Jackson can't get it to go. They haven't held the lead for a while.
And BA, that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point in the game.
Now here's Dragic. Back to Aldridge. Over Morant. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. There's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Mills. Harris on the wing. Back to Claxton. And here's Aldridge. And he can't get that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Out to the right wing. Morant, he's open. The jumper from the wing off target.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go. Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
You know, the number one thing Mills gives you, a confident knockdown shooter from range.
Yeah, Brian, that's been his calling card since he entered the league, but I think he's added some other pieces to his game along the way. He puts it on the floor, he creates for other people. He's a much more well-rounded guard now, and I think that keeps him on the floor and in the league.
John Morant.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Dragic with it. Guarded by Morant. Oh, stolen by Morant. On up the court. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Now here's Jogic. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Aldridge, right side. The three, here's Harris. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So both teams making some changes here. And stolen by Simmons. Down low. Outside for Irving. To end the drought. And it's good on the layup.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Here's Morant on the wing Bane. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline try. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. And they doubled up Irving. Back to Simmons. And there's a 3-second violation. Anderson drives. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
Pass to Adams. Right side Anderson. And the layup falls. Anderson's got 8 points.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
All right, who's coming onto the court? Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. All right, guys, that was your Brooklyn Nets team.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
Brooklyn. Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, I want to hear you. Who, you, let's go.
And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 7. Stolen by Anderson. Right side Morant. .23 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Adams. Ooh, rejected by Drummond.
Drummond likes to be in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor, playing defense and gobbling up rebounds. He makes a lot of good defensive plays.
And here's Morant outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with it. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Takes it inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Going second overall in 2019, Ja Morant looks like a franchise cornerstone, carrying Memphis to a play-in game as a rookie.
Irving attacking. The three, Durant. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. And Simmons, here we go. An open look for Irving. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
And the confidence Irving has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Adams. Good work defensively by Drummond.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Simmons. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Boy, nice use of strength that time by Simmons, getting past the defense and into a shot.
Here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. Here's Adams. And he gets it back.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Irving. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Both free throws good from Irving.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Morant into the lane. Oh, Drummond with the block. Back to Adams. Goes back up. And that one's long.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Outside Durant. Over Williams. And the Nets miss again.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Brooks. From outside the arc. To the paint. Anderson can't get it to go. To the Nets. This one not looking good. Pass to Durant. Drills it from deep.
No stage too big for KD. You need a basket? He's your man.
And it's Morant off the drive. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Here he goes. Outside Durant. Irving for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Here's Williams. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Outside Curry. Outside for Irving. Outside Curry. Pass to Durant. On the wing, Curry. Offensive rebound. Oh, and Jackson with the block. 32 seconds left in the fourth. And there it is for him. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And the Nets call time here. They trail by 9. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
His first foul. Third.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
One of the jewels at the top of that 2018 draft. Jackson has made a huge impact at both ends, and he's still reaching his full potential.
Here's Durant. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Push the pedal, spin the wheels, I know how to make you feel, Baby, I ain't playing games, just shut the door and pump the brakes.
Today some feelings are leaving, call her but feeling mistreated. I sleep on my and tell me to drop, I don't see the reason. My missus went like a teeth, together we getting mischievous. The bottom is way lonelier than the top of the ain't seen it. Stop that, stop it please. You more concerned what others earn, that says a lot to me. I turned $1 million down 1,000,000 times, that's not a lot to me. The game is changing, I do the best